Hello, my name is Essie Fox, and my novel, The Fascination, comes out on June the 22nd. I'm so excited about this. I love the cover of the book, which as you can see is very beautiful. And I'm going to read from the first chapter, which is about the character of Theo. And Theo is a young man later on in the book, but at this point he's a very small child. And the first chapter basically introduces the reader to Theo when he's with his grandfather and something rather unpleasant happens. It's called An Introduction to the Monsters. Grandfather snatches at his arm and drags him through the study door. The boy has never been inside because the room is always locked, though he has often stood on tiptoe with one eye pressed to the keyhole, only to see a soup of shadows. But there are smells, and smells seep out. The ones that puddle round this door are wood and leather and vanilla from the pipe grandfather smokes. Is that what stains his teeth so brown? Even the tips of his moustache and the tufts of bristled white that are sprouting from his ears. His grandfather looks like an owl, and his nest is very dark, although some buttered rods of light are creeping in around the shutters closed across the big bay windows. They form a ladder on the floor, leading towards the painted globe set on a stand behind the hearth. How the boy would love to spin it, to look at all the greens and blues, the lands and oceans of the world, but to do so he would need to navigate the tiger skin lying on the boards before it. The tiger's head is still attached. The tiger's eyes reflect the flames, blazing red in the grate. They seem alive and dangerous. Less threatening are the deer heads, mounted high upon the walls. Their softer, melancholy gaze falls across the rows of tables laid with trays containing beetles, butterflies, or are they moths? Of almost every size and colour he could possibly imagine. Inside glass domes are birds and fish and other animals the like of which he's never seen before, at least not when he's been exploring in the gardens or the fields that spread for miles around this house. These specimens, the old man calls them, letting go of the boy's arm as he gruffly points them out, are macabre but beautiful. Some are embossed with silver pins that fix them down on squares of velvet. Some hang on wires, invisible, between the palest pinks of corals, pearly shells, or stems of leaves, all being artfully arranged to form the backdrops of displays that represent the distant places where these creatures had once lived before they died. Well, I'll finish that reading at that point, and just to say that Theo is going to be shown some other exhibits that are much less beautiful and really quite macabre, and to find out what they are you'll have to read The Fascination, and I hope that you will be tempted by that initial reading, and I will also do some more readings in the future that I hope to share with you. Thank you.